Welcome to episode 4 of the September Online Poker Series. Through 3 sessions, we're up $11,000. It's my first time having a good start to one of these vlog months, so I'm really excited. Today's gonna be no different. It's gonna be a bigger session, ideally, than the last couple, so yeah, I'm looking forward to playing. I got a better sleep last night. Energy's good, and the schedule looks great. So, excited to play. Let's get into it. On my morning walk. Just a short 15 before the session. Honestly, I was planning to do a gym session this morning, but not gonna lie, I just fully chickened out. Just didn't wanna. So we're gonna do the walk instead. That's right, this month is about cardio. Just waking up. All right, one of my first pots of the day, multi-way spot. I bet the flop small, they both call. I'm gonna put this hand into big bet. Double flush draw board, top pair, or top trips. River is the queen. Queen jack gets there, any 10. I guess there's a little bit of pocket queens as well. I think my value will be more full houses and straights here, I guess. Both at ace jack. Yeah. So it's like my first hand of the 500 here. I think I'm glad I checked. Big overbet and call. I'm gonna fold. Okay, one of them had the nuts. What did imposition have? King 9. These guys are good. But yeah, I mean, if it's just one overbet, it's a little bit tougher when it's overbet and call. I think ace 10 just gets binned. Kind of sick, but yeah, got away from one. Starting lineup gonna be 7 tables today. I'm gonna try to stick with this for a while. I'm not on Twitch today, so I don't mind playing slightly more, but yeah, gonna try to keep it to the normal 6 or 7, 6, 7, 8 for the day. All right, I had a decently nice pot here in the 500. Opponent goes for a c-bet here after we defend. Go for kind of like this half pot. I think we still want to raise some 6x here, a6, king 6, some 6 with some equity, like 6-7 with the back door, 6-4. So yeah, I think raise is good. They call. On the 10, I mean, I think we want to bet this card a lot. I think my opponent is somebody that might be bluff happy if I check. And that would be one of the factors where I might play some more checks here with like a 10 or a 6 and stuff like that. Or some traps, but this time they don't bite. We're also going to maybe give up with some gutters, potentially just some low equity hands. So going to balance that out. River is the 6. And I mean, at this point, we're going to have a lot of 6x that wants to bet. We're also going to have some of those give ups that might want to rep the 6. They're going to still have a lot of overcards, or maybe, you know, just a lot of ace highs or like some weak pairs potentially. And some of their own 6x. So yeah, I think a balance between some of those gutters that we gave up with and the 6x, we go for a nice big bet. And we get the call from ace 5. So nice pot there. Nice line, paid off. Let's go. This is already my 4th bullet in the $54. I've only been playing for like 30 minutes. I had queens against kings, and then I had queens against aces, and then I had 9s against ace queen, and now I'm back in again. The reason why I wanted to bring up the 4 bullet thing is because I think it's a really good reminder that stuff like that can happen in tournaments. It can be really easy to bust a poker tournament. And, you know, I just fired 4 rapid bullets in this $50 tournament. And I don't, you know, I'm laughing, I'm smiling. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect me, right? But if that was top of my buy-in range, right? If that was a $500 tournament, I'd probably feel really different about it, even though it's kind of the same thing, right? like we're using the same strategies. And if I were to bust 4 500s in like 40 minutes, I'd feel like the worst player online. But it can just happen. So it's a good reminder that like if you brick out some high stakes or top of your buy-in range a bunch of times in a row, it's like, okay, a week, 2 weeks in a row, it's like, it doesn't automatically make you a bad player. Those things can just happen. So I don't know. Good reminder, I think. Crazy variance early. Anyway, early buy-ins and cashes, 2,300 and 0 so far. Got it in on the flop here. Nice. Okay, second bullet here, ace king again. Flipping again. All right, this time we win. So what I'm learning today is if you bust your first bullet, re-enter. And if you bust your second, third, and fourth bullet, re-enter. All right, we have the nut flush in the 320. Getting led into on the river. So that's pretty nice. Also have aces in the 500. Ooh, let's go. What a start to the 320. Gonna be probably early chip leader with a bounty. Really nice. Really nice. Let's go to the aces. Nothing. Okay, we go for a 3-bet. We get 4-bet from Sergio. Pretty much always shoving or 5-betting here. Oh my god. Kind of an interesting and unfortunate pot here. Open up the jacks. Kind of an aggressive player. 3-bets me. I think call is good. I think 4-bet's good. I just chose to 4-bet this time in these positions against this player. I thought like getting it in wouldn't be a punt, and like if they're playing a little bit looser, then we're getting value. So 4-bet, they call 9-7 deuce. We have the backdoor equity. They can have 10s, they can have ace-9 suited, they can have king-9 suited, they can have 10-9 suited, 8-9 suited. Any flush draw, they could have ace-queen spades. I mean, you know, we're not dead here. Yeah, and they can shove some 9x, they can shove pocket 10s, so we just have to call. Yeah, so I don't know. Big loss, but I think reasonable. All right, gonna go with the 10s here. I think a lot of like Hansen's bluffs end up calling off. Like if they ever 3-bet like king 10, queen 10, they probably just call it off. All the king queens, king jacks, pocket 9s. Probably call off hands like ace 5, ace 8, stuff like that too. Of course, they could just have a big hand. They do call the ace 4. No lay reg left. Got to win this one. Nice. Okay, this is my bluff catcher in this spot. God, it's so sick in the 500. I also just ran jacks into aces here. Come on, man. All right, in the cutoff for our last 9 big blinds. Have to shove here in the PKO format. Kind of getting work today. 3K in buy-ins, not even a sniff of a cash yet. Nothing's really close either. We do have that nice, crazy start in the 320, still chip leading. Early days, but yeah, nothing else. Damn, that was a really quick check. That was a really quick check. Nice. Find the river bet for value. Man, I don't know. I feel like some Jack X would consider leading here. It's just really quick. Okay, nice spot. Gonna call a 3-bet here in the 530. Yeah, I think floating is good. If they barrel, this will probably be like one of the first hands we want to fold. Okay, check. I think bluffing this one's kind of nice. We don't have a lot worse hands in our range. We might want to check back a lot of flush draws, so I think betting is pretty good. River Ace doesn't actually change a lot just because, like, we still value bet all of our King X and pocket deuces and things. So I think it does kind of suck to block queens and nines. God, there's just like almost no other options though. Pocket deuces, pocket sevens, trips, really any trips, and pocket aces. Might check back aces on the turn, but. Big boy plays, big boy plays. Let's go. See if we can stay alive here in the 320. It's down to 7 bigs. Gotta flip. Nope. In the crazy 8s, we run ace king into kings on the bubble here, guys. We're literally 3 away from the money. Oh, 2 away from the money. 2 away from the money, we run into kings. God. 9s into jacks here. Man, this is like my 3rd or 4th bullet in this one too. God. Ouch. I'm gonna try a 4-bet here in the Colossus. Nice. Yeah, so this is my first attempt at getting into day 2 in this thing. Day 2 is gonna be on Monday. It's definitely gonna be a key tournament that we gotta qualify for. All right, so 3-bet pot here. I think kings with a heart is just gonna continue betting on the turn. Okay, take it down, nice pot again. Just busted this 54, kind of a nasty way to go. So it was raised under the gun. I called off a short stack with the ace 10 suited, which I think is a fine option instead of shove. I think we won't be punished too much by going for the call. And ace jack suited, ace 10 suited, not terrible hands to do with, but anyway. So we go to the flop. Check, check, check. Turn's great. It does bring in the flush. There's still some trappy hands. I decided to check again. River's another ace. It goes check, check again. And I have about 10 blinds into a pot of 8 on the river, and I just decide to shove. I think with my bounty, it's kind of nice to offer it up. If anyone has any sort of weak ace, I think they snap me off. I think King X is definitely going to be interested in calling. So yeah, I think with my bounty, it's just like the right sizing to go for value. And this guy triple trapped the King Jack of Hearts, so I busted. Yeah, it's too bad. Never something you like to see in the middle of a grind. Okay, so I've been playing for 3 hours, 4 hours. Today feels like the first day where we're headed. It just feels like we're headed for a losing day, and it might be a big one. Of course, there's no way to know. Yeah, I mean, I've maxed out re-entries in a couple of different tournaments. Out of the 500 on GG. Yeah, midday check-in, it's looking sketchy. Just gonna have some lunch here. Gonna have some oats. Kind of an ugly spot. Stone bubble against the big stack Brazil and the small blind. Can I get my first suck out of the day, just please? Chip leader in the tournament finds queens in the small blind on the stone bubble. Small little cheeky 3-bet. God, I couldn't avoid it. Oh, I couldn't avoid it. I wanted to. Oh, man. All right, this player was all in for 4.5 blinds. They called. Everyone else folded. 218 bounties. So I'm definitely calling my 10-9. Unfortunately, I just completely whiff here. So we're gonna leak a couple extra chips, but I feel like that's actually a pretty good spot. Just shove spot here in the 525. We do cover the big blind as well, just in case they have a call. But yeah, we are all in the 530. They always just make it the sickest and the high stakes for me. Another day, another 2 500s, just bringing me pain. All right, I am 7 out of 7. Nobody else is even close. So all in the Sadie off the button here. Okay, good luck. Not looking good in the Sadie. All right, we're gonna bubble. It's too bad. Pretty happy with this play in the 215. I defend the big blind with the 3s. Flop, they size up. I mean, the small pairs on this board against the bigger sizings kind of suck, but I think with a heart and the backdoor straight draw, we just want to call. It's also not like pot. It's just B60, so call the flop. Turn is the 5, and we're against under the gun, so we're gonna have like the 6-5 offsuits, the 7-5 offsuits. We can have those. We can have all the sets, 3-4. So there's definitely a pretty big nut advantage for me in the big blind here. So I think taking control of the pot on some level and going for some leads here makes sense. So that's what I did. They make the call. River's the jack. Decided to follow through as a bluff. We just have a lot of 2 pairs and sets and straights that they're not gonna have here. And yeah, like we just have so much value. So I think when we get to the river with kind of nothing, then we can also put that into a bluff sometimes. I mean, I would prefer not to have the 3 of hearts. It's not a huge deal breaker, just because like we're really only blocking ace-3 of hearts, which can auto fold here. So I think still going for it is decent, and we get the fold. Okay, they fold. They have a 4. This is the Colossus. It's going pretty well. We've won some nice pots. Sevens against ace-8. Big flip here in the 215. Come on, let's go. All right, really interesting pot here. I went for a call in the big blind and then a check raise on the flop. Turn came the 8. I went for the check. And against big sizing, I don't know what I want to do. I think I'm going to call. And then check it over. Plan is definitely to call here. They could have king queen for value, I think. So got a call, and hopefully they're have worse or bluffing. 400 Colossus, ace queen against aces on a queen high board. Ugh. God, just when things were going really well in that tournament, I mean, either I call and lose, or I check raise and lose somehow. Like, it's just never going to be a fold, pretty much. Especially on a board where they can float all those broadways, suited broadways, and bluff them. They can value bet ace queen themselves. They can value bet king queen. Ouch, man. Tough day. Ladies and gentlemen, we could be in trouble. We have 4.6k in buy-ins. I have literally $25 in cashes. Pocket 10s in the Colossus. We get called for 20 bigs. Flop a set. Nice. Okay, late red's just finished, so that'll be a big pot for us. All right, another pot in this 215. Okay, we got a big sweat. Good luck to my 10-8 suited. Nice, huge pot, let's go. All right, more all-ins in the Colossus. Queen 8, ace jack. Okay, we'll wrap it up. All right, cool spot here. 150 deep stack. They just ripped the flop with, okay, let's hold. Very good. Okay, flush on the river. I really don't know what they have. I hope it's a queen. Boom, we get called down by ace 9. Nice pot in the turbo. We need stacks at this point. I got 6 tables left. I think I might reg one more tournament today. So yeah, we have 6 tournaments to make up $4,300. Huge spot here with the kings, 3-way all in. Best of luck. Ace 6, pocket 3s in the Colossus. Man, this guy is just killing me, man. All right, we win some of it. All right, 150 deep stack here. We're getting closer to the money, but we are all in against the small blind and the big blind. Okay, we got a flip. Really important spot for the session. Nice, 40 blinds. Doesn't sound like a lot, but in this field it actually is. So let's go. So this is gonna be the bottom of my calling range, but still in there. Oh, big spot up top as well in the 215. $196 left, 167 get paid. Nice, and this is not nice. Oh, I thought ace 10 was the bottom. I think it is, but I was thinking ace jack maybe too. Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be fine. I don't think they're gonna skip like king jack, king queen, ace 9 suited, these sort of hands. Maybe if I raised under the gun. Like if I raised under the gun, I would have folded. Anyway, 15 blinds now, still okay. 109 turbo, we made the money just in min cash, no bounties yet, but a $62 bounty up for grabs. And they have aces, just the stone cold aces, okay. Colossus, gonna shove our pair here against the big stack. I think it'll definitely be better than calling against this range. That is a big flip, 104 left, 63. Make it to day 2 in the Colossus. This is a massive flip. Come on, let's go. I mean, genuinely, if I don't win that pot, I have nothing today. So, genuine excitement on that one. Man, so crazy. So I go for a check raise in the Colossus. I swear this is like the first time I've faced a 3-bet in like, on a flop, like in forever. Guess we're playing the clicking game. We're gonna be all in here. Ace queen against ace jack of hearts. Don't give him a heart. Okay. Oh my god. 70 blinds, 97%. That's good. That's really, really good. In the $4 million Colossus. Whew. I think jamming's gonna be our best line here with these stack sizes. Oh, no way this guy wakes up with something. It could be ace, king, ace, queen. Could be pocket nines. Oh my god, this is for chip lead. They already had a huge stack. I really did not want them to call, obviously. It's really unlucky that out of the three, this player woke up with it. Dang. Dang, man. So sick. Okay, next hand. Get a few back. Man, that pot against this other guy was so huge. We would have 100 big blinds, which 100 big blinds would be easily chip leader in this flight, so yeah. Still have jacks, tens, ace king, ace queen, ace jack. I mean, okay. Oh my god, the Colossus is gonna... Man, this... Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So yeah, I mean, now I'm on the bubble and I'm like one of the short stacks, and like I probably can still make it, but it's like, what a difference. What a difference from being almost chip leader. From being almost chip leader to what we have now, so tough. Tough. I do have two other in the money tables, so that's okay for the daily totals, but yeah. Unless we can run super deep in one of those, it's looking like a sketchy day. Ace king against ace jack. That's more like it. That's more like it. Come on. Quads in the money. Let's go. Nice. $27 out of 60 now. We pick up jacks. Small blind calls. Yeah, he's got 25% against my set when he has two big blinds. No way. All right, we're gonna take it down anyway. That was interesting. All right, thankfully I did manage to qualify for the Colossus. This is obviously a very, very big day too. It's a little bit different qualifying with 10 big blinds compared to what we almost qualified with, but you know, at least we made it in. It should be in the money, and yeah, that'll be our, I guess, biggest day 2 of the series so far, and that's gonna be on Monday, I believe. 16th. I think 16th is Monday. Yeah. That'll be on Monday the 16th, so there'll be a few days spacer before we can kind of realize that equity, but looking forward to it. Okay, so 2 games left for the session. We have this $215 W Coupe event. We are in the money with $550 locked up. This tournament has 1 more hour of play, and then it breaks for day 2, which will be tomorrow. And then we have the $150 deep stack and the final 45 players with 467 locked up. And this is just a 1-day tournament, so it'll conclude tonight. Buy-ins and cashes going into the last 2 games, 4,700 of the buy-ins today, and just 500 in the cashes. All right, maybe a big spot here in the deep run. Hopefully they value bet ace queen, ace jack, or find a bluff. Dang, check, check. Okay, here we have gone all in. Didn't get a lot of spots. Lost the pot with ace queen. Down to our final 6 here. Not the hand you want to see. Need a 9 or a 10. Okay, good game, guys. Gonna cash for 567 there, which is good. Nice to add something to the totals, but not enough for a winning day. Our opponent decided not to bluff the Jack-9, so that's all we could have done was check it to them, at least. Okay, ace-10 suited here against the hijack. I mean, it's interesting. It's towards the bottom, but I don't think it gets to be a fold. It's a big spot, though. Open shoves the jacks for 13.5. Oh, that's annoying. All right, big pot there. It's twice with ace-10 suited today. If I would have folded, I would have been happy. I mean, it's the bottom. I've had the bottom a couple times today. That ace-jack, ace-10 against ace-jack earlier, I was close, but it was the bottom. And yeah, there too. Tough. All right, I wasn't able to find any more spots, just folded for a couple more minutes. So we are going to qualify for tomorrow's day 2 with 8.5 blinds. And that is the 4th shortest stack in the field. But I mean, it's a good structure. If we double up one time, it'll be great. But yeah, $830 there. Last 2 games, finishing the day 2s. Not bad. So just for fun to look at the payouts, just in case things do go well tomorrow. For the final table, top 9 get paid $2,800. It scales up to 8K for 5th and all the way up to 36K for 1st. So yeah, 48 players left. That's not many people to beat, but we're just lacking the chips. It'll be up to the run good tomorrow to see if we can get it done, but day 2. Okay, session wrap up on session number 4. Buy-ins, $4,700. That's our second biggest session we played out of the 4. Cashes just rounding out at 1,076. So we had a minus 3.6K day. Puts our total for the series at still a profit of 8,205. There's obviously a big adjustment we need to make with that is we qualified for 2 awesome day 2s. So while we did lose 3.6K on paper, with the day 2 ins 215, which is worth at least $800, if not more if we run it up. And this day 2, which, you know, a min cash will be worth, I don't know, maybe 500, 600. I'm not sure how the structure is going to be, but, you know, another $500, $600 in a $4 million prize pool. Could be bigger if there was overlays. So yeah, definitely with the day 2s, it's not quite as bad as it seems with the 3.6K. And that's kind of what the series is all about. It's making day 2s, getting into the biggest events, and kind of winning big, you know? As for the luck meter, definitely below average today. It actually felt quite similar to yesterday's session. The only real difference maker between today's session and yesterday's session was that big mystery bounty win. Otherwise, it was very similar. Like, definitely didn't run good in the variance department. Managed to get a couple of cashes late. Pretty bad. I will say that I made some like sketchy plays, and you know, that'll happen throughout a month. Like, you're gonna make some plays that, you know, maybe they're good, maybe they're not, maybe they're borderline. I definitely felt like there were some thin plays today that some of them worked, some of them didn't. So as much as I did feel unlucky today, I also made some interesting plays, which, I don't know, maybe I punted a little bit in some spots. So yeah, I would leave it at a 4 today for the luck meter, but I would say definitely the worst session so far. All right, time to wrap it all up for the night and go from there. Okay, I decided after all I am gonna hit a workout. On my morning walk, I said I chickened out, I wasn't gonna do one today, but honestly, like, poker session just wasn't good today. Just didn't feel good, and I don't feel satisfied. And I feel like a little home workout is a nice way to kind of catch a win. Catch a win on the day, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna hit a little home workout, and then it's already pretty late, so probably just go to bed after that. But yeah, I'll do a little pull day here, try to catch some kind of win today before bed, and then that'll probably be a wrap on episode 4. Alright guys, thanks for watching episode 4 of the September Online Poker Series. Losing day, our first like real losing day of the series. It was bound to happen. So episode 4, it could have happened earlier. And hey, we got 2 day 2s out of it, so not bad. And tomorrow's a big schedule. I'm gonna get started bright and early, so can't wait to play. Hope you guys enjoy the vlog. As always, like, comment. I do appreciate hearing from you guys. But yeah, episode 5 coming tomorrow. Don't you worry, more poker coming up. See you in the next one.